will put a hammer through that bloody monitor if you don't get off that slide! I told you! What? What are you doing?
The videos are all over the internet.
This thing is
Parents losing their cool.
Give me that Xbox.
Get back here!
And gamers exploding with rage.
This game is bad!
It's all part of a new kind of addiction.
It's not funny! I want my game!
Not to drugs or alcohol, but to video games.
It started to affect my grades. I wasn't eating. I wasn't sleeping.
It's leaving therapists scrambling.
Why do some kids not become obsessed and others do?
And parents feeling helpless.
Whoever created Fortnite, I need you to know what you're doing to parents across the globe, because your game has completely taken over and our children have become total addicts.
Fortnite took the gaming community by storm in late 2017. It boasts 250 million players across the world, and it's become the go-to game for live streaming.
This is the biggest video game in the world at the moment.
Tyler Barnett, better known as X-Dad on Twitch, is a 7-day-a-week streamer.
I know some of you might have had a bad day. If you did, I hope I make it better somehow.
His followers actually pay money to watch him play games like Fortnite.
We're gonna take him out.
That's right. They pay real money to top gamers.
There's one.
Sometimes with money that doesn't belong to them.
And they're dead.
I had this one kid who took his grandmother's credit card in order to donate money to me. Donated me $50 and refunded it after the parents had seen the $50 out of their bank account.
Barnett certainly isn't alone. Streamers on the Twitch platform often have tens of thousands of viewers watching them play video games.
This is the face of Twitch. This is what a champion is.
With donations constantly rolling in.
Thank you so much for being so generous.
They're not required, but it certainly all adds up. In exchange, the kids maybe earn themselves a shout out.
Sean! Hi, Sean.
And watch the best gamers in the process.
Oh yeah.
These kids who donate their $10, $20, sometimes these people live off of this money.
Barnett says he streams himself playing games for fun and leisure now, but the gaming world used to drown out his real world.
I would go to school, you know, finish my school at 3 o'clock, come home, and immediately be on the video games. It started to affect my social interactions in real life, how I dealt with my parents, so much that it physically affected me.
Barnett said he had no confidence in himself and was in a state of depression, and gaming provided the needed escape.
I had no friends. I was bullied a lot, emotionally, physically, and I needed an outlet, so I turned to video games. There's a thriving community, a bunch of these people just like me.
And we knew that he was playing excessively, but we didn't know the extent to which he was playing.
Dr. Robin Barnett is a psychotherapist and addictions counselor. She also happens to be Tyler's mom.
I think that the lying was probably the most hurtful. He did fool us for a very long time.
When my computer was taken away, I used the computers at my school.
The family sent him to therapy.
The gaming was a symptom of an underlying problem. When we saw the extent of the gaming and we saw how sad he was, we got him to counseling.
No, I'm dead!
According to new research, some 88% of American youth play video games. 8% of those teens ages 8 to 18 show signs of video game addiction, including significant weight gain or weight loss, mood swings, sleep deprivation, avoiding friends and family, lying about the time spent playing games, skipping meals, and poor work and academic performance. It's a problem parents all across the world are struggling with. Their kids becoming obsessed with gaming, and they start to neglect their responsibilities. Some videos go viral when those frustrated parents finally snap.
Imagine how much he hates his father right now.
Dr. Dina Mannion is the chief clinical officer at Aloe House Recovery Centers, where they have a special therapy program for gaming addiction.
So desperate, so out of control and angry. They don't know what to do.
She can sympathize with parental frustration, but says reacting like this isn't the way to go.
What happens with the kid and the family is that the family kind of gets dismantled by this. And just like any addiction, it's a family issue. Ask your kids what they're doing. Don't just let them sit in their rooms and get so bad and then you're so frustrated that you're breaking boxes.
Ready, Connie? We're good. We're ready to go.
But hardcore gaming doesn't always have to be a negative.
Yeah, let's go.
Here at Game Crossing in Bellflower, gamers 18 and under are taught how to play professionally for scholarships, how to live stream, and how to organize gaming tournaments.
I started playing Smash Brothers and I started getting better and better.
11-year-old Tavian Palacios from Anaheim says he started gaming when he was only 3 years old, and his dad is behind the idea of him someday getting a scholarship for gaming. Still, he says he doesn't let gaming control his life.
I practice basketball sometimes, and then I practice playing Smash Brothers too. And then I also get exercise in through VR, virtual reality.
Shut up! Don't say anything! Shut up! What am I doing? I feel I'm
And while some gamers may take their obsession a bit too far, and parents might overreact, experts say the problem has to be addressed together.
The point is that we as adults are disconnected too. We're on our own devices. We're in our own world. The kids are just watching us.
And experts say the only advantages to playing video games are improved hand-eye coordination and maybe a heightened imagination, but that is immediately canceled out by the negative effects, primarily serious weight gain or weight loss and developing very bad posture from sitting in one single spot so often and so long. They say young men are at a higher risk of gaming addiction than young females, and video games trigger the same area of the brain that drugs and alcohol do. So guys, you can see some of the video clips there.
To the
Frustrated
extreme.
parents.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I thought road rage was bad.
Yeah,
Jeez,
video game
that's
rage.
Intense. First off, a shout out to editor Mark DeKal for a great
Always
job
fantastic,
on that. You mentioned about the therapy. How does that work?
So basically, it's like the proverbial version of cold water to the face. They want to get these addicts out of the virtual world they're used to and back into the real world. Reconnect with your friends, reconnect with your family, reconnect with things that are real, that are not pixels. Maybe get back to some physical activity, get your confidence back up. Remember that you have a real life with real people, and that locking yourself in a room and playing a game, again, pixels, they're not going to pay the bills unless you're one of those top streamers, which they do make a lot of money, but not everybody's going to be that good at a game.
A lot of that could probably be true for this, too.
Yeah,
I was thinking, I had a mild vision of my mother yelling me to get off the phone when I was that age.
Well, and they can play the games on the phones these days. They're that high tech, so.
All right, thanks, Bill.